Okay, so let's talk about vacation protection. It's not fun, it's not sexy, nobody likes to talk about it, but it is very important when you're traveling outside of the country. And when you take a cruise, you're going outside the country. So it's travel protection, not travel insurance, really, because it has so much more available than just cancellation reasons. So it's, of course, cancellation for a covered reason. It is included medical coverage, which is a big deal because once you leave the United States, your US insurance is not going to cover you for anything. So God forbid, but you slip and fall on the ship or you get sick and need to see a doctor. I don't want you coming home with a $10,000 medical bill. So let's very seriously consider that medical coverage. It's also going to include trip interruptions. So let's say for some reason you have to go back home 3 days into your 7 day vacation, that's trip interruption. That's going to have trip delay. So let's say, again, God forbid that you have trouble getting to the ship, then and you have to catch up with the ship, that's going to be trip delay. Lost luggage, we know airlines can lose luggage left and right. It's got coverage for that. Now let's talk about the cancellation portion of it. So I'm going to send you two different policies. One is going to be through the cruise line, one will be through leisure care. Both are good, both have cancel for a covered reason, both have all of those things that I explained to you. You're going to see a difference in the coverage limits typically, and you need to do your due diligence and look at the links that I've sent you and look at the policies because it's different by state and that kind of thing. So, but typically, leisure care has higher coverage limits than the cruise line, and typically, leisure care is cheaper than the cruise line. But again, do your due diligence. This changes all the time because they renegotiate the policies all the time. So do your due diligence and go and read through those policies so that you know, so that you're making an educated decision. Another big difference that you're going to see between the two different policies is the cruise line will offer you a cancel for any reason option. So, covered reason is somebody gets sick, God forbid somebody dies, your home becomes uninhabitable, jury duty, that kind of stuff. Cancel for any reason is going to be, oh, work is freaking out and now I can't go, or now Susie is mad at Joe and they don't want to cruise together. So, that's going to be a cancel for any reason because it's not going to be a covered reason as defined in the policy. So, however, be aware when you're reading through the policies that the cancel for any reason option is going to give you back your money in the form of a future travel credit that you typically have a year to use. And it's going to be a reduced amount, anywhere from 75% of your cruise fare to 90% of your cruise fare. So pay attention to that. Also, both policies will have a pre-existing condition clause. So let's say you have diabetes or asthma, that kind of stuff. If you have to cancel or have medical coverage for some of those reasons, they're going to say that's a pre-existing condition, so they won't cover it. So be aware of that. The one way that you can get around that pre-existing condition clause is to get the leisure care within 14 days of booking your cruise, because if you do that, then they will waive the pre-existing condition clause. So that's kind of a big deal. And you might tell me, Stephanie, I don't have a pre-existing condition. That's great, but you don't know what tomorrow holds. You could develop a pre-existing condition tomorrow. So it is kind of important to be able to waive that pre-existing condition clause. So that all that being said, that's your general overview of the differences between the two policies. I am not a licensed insurance agent, so I am not legally able to advise you on insurance. Anything further or in depth, I've got to refer you to the insurance companies and they can answer your specific questions. Let me know if you need that phone number and I'll get it to you, but definitely consider the insurance and definitely consider getting it within 14 days, the leisure care, if you want to be able to waive that pre-existing condition clause. So let me know if you have any questions or need the phone number. Have a great day.